Have you ever just looked at an English word and thought, why on earth is it spelled like that? If you have, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to unlock the mystery of why the English alphabet can be so tricky, and it all starts with a question I bet you've asked before.
Okay, let's start with a classic example. Think about the letter A. In the word cat, you get that short A sound. But then you look at the word cake, and suddenly it's a long A sound. It's the exact same letter. So what's going on?
And oh, it doesn't stop there. What about the letter C? In cat, it makes that hard k sound. But then in city, it makes a soft S sound. How is that possible? This is exactly the kind of thing that can be so frustrating when you're learning.
So yeah, all these examples, they're all pieces of what I like to call the English spelling puzzle. But hey, the good news? It's a puzzle we can totally solve together once you understand a few key secrets about the language.
Look, if this stuff feels confusing, trust me, you're in good company. This is honestly one of the biggest hurdles for anyone learning English, but it's a hurdle we're about to clear.
Okay, so where do we begin? The key to solving this entire puzzle, well, it really just boils down to one single crucial clue about the English language. First, we got to get a term down: phonetic. A phonetic language is super straightforward, right? Every single letter has one sound, and only one sound. It's a perfect one-to-one match. Simple.
And here it is, the big aha moment. English is not phonetic. That's it. That's the secret. It's the #1 reason for all this confusion. In English, one letter does not always equal one sound.
I mean, we all know this number, right? 26. The English alphabet has just 26 letters. Seems pretty simple and manageable, doesn't it?
Well, here's where it gets kind of crazy. Those 26 little letters, they have to work overtime to create more than 44 different sounds. And that right there is the problem in a nutshell. We just have way more sounds than we have letters to write them with.
Okay, so now that we know why it's so weird, let's get practical. Because believe it or not, there are rules that can help. Let's start by cracking the code for that tricky letter C.
You know, the secret to C is actually pretty simple. It all depends on the very next letter, specifically the vowel right after it. So if the C is followed by an E, an I, or a Y, you get that soft S sound. But if it's followed by an A, O, or U, you get the hard K sound. Simple as that.
Okay, let's see this in action. Take the word city. See? The C is followed by an I. Pencil, same deal. Ceiling and celebrate, it's followed by an E. So that E-I-Y rule, it works.
And now let's flip it. For the hard C, cat has an A after it, cow and cold have an O, cup has a U. You see the pattern, right? Once you get this one little rule down, you can suddenly pronounce thousands of words correctly. It's a real game changer. So, okay, English has rules. That's great. But you knew there was a but, right? To really get the hang of it, you also have to know about the rule breakers. And trust me, English has plenty of those. I mean, take the word one. It sounds like it should start with a W, right? It totally breaks the rules. Or the word two. That W is just silent. And don't even get me started on a word like night, where the K is just hanging out at the beginning, not making a sound at all. A lot of these rule breakers have to do with vowels, and that brings up another huge concept: short vowels versus long vowels. We already saw this with cat and cake. Short vowels are those quick, punchy sounds, like in cat or sit. Long vowels are when the vowel literally says its own name, like the A in cake or the I in bike. Make sense?
All right, that's enough theory for now. Let's get our hands dirty and actually do something. Practice is everything, and one of the best ways to lock this stuff in is to just say it. So let's do a quick alphabet workout.
Ready? Repeat after me. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Great. Let's keep it rolling. H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P. You're doing great. Almost there. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Awesome. See? Just hearing and saying the names of the letters out loud really helps cement them in your mind. Nice job. Seriously, that might seem simple, but saying things out loud is one of the absolute best ways to build that muscle memory and get more confident. It connects what your eyes see with what your mouth says.
All right, now it's your turn. I've got a little challenge for you to do today, and it's super simple. Number 1, spell your name out loud. Number 2, spell the name of your city.
And finally, number 3, just look around you, pick 3 random objects, and spell them out loud.
Look, the English alphabet can feel like a puzzle, for sure, but it's one you can absolutely solve. It all just comes down to practice. The more you do it, the more confident you'll get. With practice, you will read, spell, and speak English with confidence. So get out there and start spelling.